Hey, I am Jane, and thank you for checking this out. Thanks for being on the YouTube channel of Jane the Guide. So I am a spiritual guide. So what I do is I share ways that we can follow our own hearts. That's my purpose in life. My purpose in life is to connect the world with the common threads of love and acceptance and compassion and creativity on this beautiful human level that we're all connected at. Because we're all human. We're all kind of the same. We're all reflections of each other. So I want to start this off with a card. It's not like a birthday card. It's a card from a wisdom deck that two of the local beautiful women here in the Queen City of Charlotte, North Carolina have created. So Kim Barker and Georgina Kima have made these decks, and I recommend them because I love them and I use them all the time whenever I start any group gathering, meeting, because they're fantastic. Like, inspiration station right here. So I'm gonna hold this up and read. It's gonna sound like story time for a moment, but it's short. See? Because it's kind of something that I want to share. So I'm gonna hold this up and read. Y'all, seriously, check out that art. Each card is different. Georgie is amazing. She makes murals here. She's making murals on the west side of Charlotte. It's a whole other story. I'll be interviewing her and sharing her story of her creativity and her heart and her passion because it deserves to be heard. So anyway, this says self-preservation. Oh, this is a really good way to see if I need to get my nails did. Luckily, I don't do that. I would accept that though. That's where Patreon comes in handy. Link is down below. You can support me in this channel. Anyway, self-preservation. Kim Barker wrote this. Divinely channeled. It says, "You are not broken. You have been broken open. You are being validated for all your work in healing old wounds and patterns. It is imperative that you distance yourself from negativity that drains your life force, as this opening leaves you emotionally vulnerable. Instead of staying behind the protective shield of barrier you created, be bold about declaring your needs and boundaries. When you are approached with gossip, establish that you are not in a place to indulge in venting unless the person is willing to hear your advice and solution. Bottom line, cancel all memberships to drama. Zip up your energy field and call your power back to your core. Stand firmly for what you believe in and hold your values accountable to your actions. You understand that the caterpillar is a humble version of yourself, while still acknowledging that your butterfly form has come too far and will only fly, never to crawl again." Self-preservation. That's what this card is. So we have something going on now in the now. This now. What's going on now in the media is a hurricane. That's our local United States news on the East Coast. So Hurricane Florence is making her way toward land. And if you go to the grocery stores here, people are in self-preservation mode, right? The aisle that has like bottles of water and stuff, empty. I'm sure the bread and the milk and the eggs are gone too because for some reason everyone wants French toast. No, that's so weird. Like, why? Why do that? Why buy the two things that really need to be refrigerated? Because if you lose power, you don't want to lose power and have bad, stinky, warm milk and eggs. And you can't cook them unless you make a fire, which, that's self-preservation right there. Anyway, I'm going to set these down. So anyway, we've got this hurricane coming, right? So here I am, like, I'm doing my yoga this morning, and I'm meditating, and I can't meditate and think, Florence, this hurricane, Florence needs to go away. She just needs to go away. She's got to go away. Because it doesn't work like that. It's the equivalent to saying, I don't want to get sick. You call in sickness. If you're like, I want to be well, I have a desire and intention to be well, you call in wellness. So instead of me thinking, oh, Hurricane Florence needs to go away, I decided to lift her up. Because, like I said, if I make her, you can't make it go away, right? Goes against the laws of nature. However, the power of intention and prayer and meditation, 3 different things, are really powerful. Like, we're humans and we have this really powerful skill set called conscious awareness and heart harmonics. When those two combine, we become like superheroes and powerful creatures of human. So anyway, so in my self-preservation mode of like, how can I bring myself peace? How can I give myself a boundary and not freak out with the media with like the, you don't understand, the East Coast is going to disappear, this hurricane is awful. Like, that's not going to serve me. I'm not going to feel inspiration. I'm not going to be of service to anyone in the community, and I damn sure aren't going to be of service to myself. So in my meditation, I was setting an intention to lift Hurricane Florence up. She can still stay, she can still spin, she can bounce off the coast and just go far into the ocean. She can lift up and go higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. And that was what I was doing, and I could feel this upliftment in my heart. I saw the trees standing firmly and tall and blowing in the wind, instead of having a fear of what if my neighbor's tree topples on the house. Well, Cribstead, this will be the last time I film here. So there's that. I'm not putting that out there. I love the Cribstead. There are going to be many more filmings here. Anyway, so this self-preservation with the card that I read, I feel like goes to so many things when we watch the news, especially when it's something really kind of crappy or scary, like this hurricane that's coming up. So what I'm offering is a way to find some boundary, right? So like, if someone came up to me and they were hitting me, probably not going to be cool with that. I'm going to be like, hey, you're crossing my boundary. I need to walk away, or I don't know, whatever. Whatever, peace. So I don't understand necessarily why it is that when the media is pummeling us, literally just pummeling us with really scary fear-based information, that we just keep on and we just keep taking it, and we're like, yeah, let me feed that fear too. You gave me that fear, let me keep feeding it too. Literally feeding it. A lot of us go for food and try to push it down with food, instead of going for the self-preservation space and like, I have a boundary. I'm going to turn this off, or I'm going to shift my perception. I think that we just haven't been taught how. So what I want to offer in this now, for the news of this now, of what's going on, is this hurricane, is when we think about it, understand that it is nature and we can't stop it. We can appreciate the communities that come together in times of need, in times of natural disasters, and not focus on the lack of support maybe the government has, or the lack, just not focus on the lack. Because when we focus on the lack, even if it is in disdain or just not wanting it, we call it in. We call it into our own bodies. We increase our cortisol level, our blood pressure increases, our heart rates increase. We literally become physically less well. When we're not physically well, we can't be of service, so that if the natural disaster strikes, we don't have the energy to help. That makes no sense, right? So then it's like, well, then now what? Well, now we shift. Now we get to make up our minds and say, okay, hurricane's coming. How can I be well? I'm still going to do my yoga. I'm still going to meditate. I'm still going to set intentions. I'm still going to pray. I'm still going to have fun. And I'm still going to be thoughtful and, maybe get a couple, water bottles or gallons of that I already have in the house and just fill it with water instead of going and buying buckets of water. Weird. Some of the stuff I share is opinion. Like, weird. It's just conditioned things that we're taught, and I understand that that's just what that is. Anyway, back to self-preservation. Preserve yourselves in times like this. When something scary is about to maybe happen, preserve yourself. Continue feeding yourself with the things that serve you. So if you're watching the news and you're watching the weather and you're seeing this big hurricane system, this big hurricane sister, hey, come to the land, and you're like, this is stressing me out. Turn it off. Please turn it off. Your body is not feeling good. If it's making you get stressed or making you want to go and grab a beverage that's like super alcoholic, and it makes you want to like go eat a whole bunch of food, or it makes you really anxious, or it makes you snap at your kid or your partner, literally you are being pummeled with information and you are expressing it out to others around you in a huge disservice or to yourself in a really disserving way. You deserve to be well. You deserve to be happy. So back to the self-preservation thing. I keep going back to Kim Barker and Georgie Nakima's cards. What can I say? They're amazing. Untold libraries. You can get one whole deck of them yourself. Anyway, it's like remembering who we are in this world, right? Like we're humans, we're made to love, we're made to feel compassion, we're made to connect in community. So go ahead and start connecting in community now. You know, we don't have to wait until a disaster strikes to have to like be trucking along and like, oh, disaster strikes. Oh, now we get to support each other and bring them back up. Yay! Those are good things. Don't not do it. What I'm saying is, go ahead and connect. Go ahead and like connect in community and talk about the things that are loving and supportive and from the heart and not fear. And then we just kind of keep on this track of kind of going up. And our physical bodies will thank us. Our communities will thank us. Children are going to be like, yeah, parents, thanks for not sucking and watching the news and making me watch all this really scary stuff that's going on. Thanks, parents. So, I wanted to share that today on what's happening on this now with the hurricane and how to not freak out, I guess. No, not even not freak out. Like, how to keep ourselves preserved so that whatever happens when Hurricane Florence hits, dissipates, bounces off, whatever this beautiful storm decides to do, that we're going to already be peaceful and we'll be able to react and act accordingly, that will be in the highest good of ourselves, our families, our neighbors, our communities, the cities. That's the way it works. So I wanted to share that. So I hope you all have a wonderful day and keep preserving yourself and keep remembering that we're all butterflies and we're all flying and all the fun little things that we're doing. So thanks for checking this out. There's going to be more. And if you want to support me, please subscribe, share this. There you can follow me on like the Facebook and the Instagram. And if you want to continue supporting me so that I can continue sharing these, hopefully every day actually, I'm feeling called to doing this a lot in my life. You can actually go to the link below and it's called Patreon, and you can support me with a monthly support from as little as $10 a month and up. I would greatly appreciate that, and thank you in advance. So thanks for watching this. Thanks for taking care of yourself. Thanks for preserving the beautiful, loving human that you are. And I look forward to seeing you all soon. Have a lovely day. Bye.